Hi there, this tutorial is about how to UV unwrap a sword. So let's jump right into it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to jump in here, put a UVW map on. By the way, if you don't have your modifiers set up like that, please go to the configure modifier set and set them up. If you're in one of my classes, under common notes, you will find a series of notes defining how to set this up. So here's UVW map. You want to go ahead and assign that, and you're going to square off the values. So I'm going to take the largest number and just paste it down here and hit enter, and now it's nice and square. That's going to give us a good, clean set of UVs. So I've right clicked, I'm going to go into convert to edit poly. Now, let's jump into Unwrap UVW. I'm going to open the UV editor. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to turn off shows the active map in the dialog. Now that's going to be the second button from the left here for those of you running 18 or 19. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to Polygon, click to the side so I have nothing selected. I'm going to click on Pack Custom. Now some of you may have if you're using this to unwrap a different weapon, you may have multiple different pieces now, and that's great. That means it's going to be just going through and unwrapping those individual parts. Let's take a look here. If your sword is not showing up here, double check to see, do you have some sort of sub object activated? And is the Unwrap UVW being assigned to some sort of sub object? If it is, then you need to remove the Unwrap UVW, go to the top level of editable poly, and place a new Unwrap UVW on. Alright, let's get into it. So I'm going to come over here in my Edit UVWs window. I'm in polygon mode. I'm going to select the blade. I'm just going to come over to explode and click on break to move the blade over to the side. I'm now going to come over and I'm going to use my point-to-point seams to come in here, and I'm going to define a seam for the front to the back. Well, basically just defining the side of my sword. There we go. Now I'm going to turn that off. Currently the top is not set, so I'm going to go to edge mode, select those edges here, and convert those edge selections to seams. So I'm going to turn off map seam as you can see it. There we go. Now we got our areas defined. If I go into polygon, I can select one, expand my selection, and then hit peel. I'll move that over to the side. That means I could select the bottom and peel that. Now, as every good 3D artist knows, once you've peeled, you're probably going to need to relax. That's not always the case, but it usually is. So, Tools, Relax. I'm going to go to Relax by Edge Angles to Relax by Polygons. Once I select my meshes, I'm going to start Relax. There we go. Alright. Next, let's go through. We're going to unwrap our sword. So, I'm going to grab the top of the hilt here, because I'm going to take that and I'm just going to peel that guy and relax him. Now, in later versions, when you go to relax something like that, it may fill the entire screen. That's okay. It's not time to panic. That just means that sometimes the tools behave differently in different versions. I am running 2014 here. I'm going to go in and hit Arrange Elements to kind of arrange what I got. Again, the ranging algorithm may be slightly different between your version and mine. So now I'm going to come in here and grab the handle. I'm just going to grow it down to where we get to the handguard. I'm going to break that off and move it to the side. What I want to do is I'm going to peel this guy. So I'm just going to grab here along the side. This looks pretty good. And over here in my Edit UV window, I'm going to hit Loop because I want to grab that entire length, and I'm just going to convert that edge selection to seams. And I'm going to grab this, peel, and then just relax it. And there we go. Now, the shape of this is probably pretty good. I might want to break this and relax that again, and then maybe just grab the bottom part and relax that as well to make sure those polygons are getting the best shape they can. Okay, from here, we need to unwrap the rest of this guy. So there's a couple different ways we can do it. This is a complex shape. I could come in and I could grab the polygons that are kind of square, kind of flat here. I could take those and I could probably peel and relax those. Let's just pack custom. Now I have the bottom. Probably one possible way to do that would be to unwrap this more. I mean, I could also potentially just, let's go in, and from the side, if we just wanted to split it front to back, is another option. If I come in and grab the edge that makes the side, and I'm just going to grab the loop. And notice I'm doing the loop here. I don't want to get it in 3D. If I get 3D, it goes all the way around. That's really not what we want. So I'm going to undo that. All right. So I have the loop here. Let's convert that edge selection over. I'm going to come over and grab it here. Grab that loop. Convert the edge selection. I'm going to go around the bottom. Grab that edge. Grab the loop. Convert the edge selection. And then we're just going to get them one more time. There we go. Grab that loop. Convert the edge. Bingo. Let's go to polygon. Select. Expand our selection. And we did not. What I accidentally did was hit projection. Sometimes these things happen. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to do edit, undo planar map. Alright, so I got one polygon in my selected area. I'm going to expand my selection. Of course, it just goes and grabs everything because I don't have anything up here for the top as far as seams. So let's go to edge. We'll turn our map seams back on. Let's see, I'm going to have to grab it from the bottom of this guy. Come in and grab an edge. Yep, that looks right. So let's go in and we'll just grab all of those edges that we need just along the bottom. There we go. Going all the way around. I'll turn off the map seam and display. Let me show you. There we go. Convert it over. Now I can take one, expand my selection. And of course I hit projection again. Oops. Let's undo that. Expand our selection. There we go. We got everybody. And now I can just deselect these guys because I don't need them. And peel. Relax. And let's just pack custom. Hey, there we go. Let's select everything again. Start relax. Alright. Well, there we go. We could double check. They select overlap polygons. Nothing's overlapped. Perfect. If I come over here, I'm just going to grab, turn on, select by element. Let's grab the handle. Now I'm just going to move that up here. I'm going to move the bottom of the handle. Get him up there by the top. And I'll rotate these guys over 90 degrees. Let's just kind of arrange them together with each other. There we go. Get those guys together. Bring over the bottom of the handle here. This guy comes over here. This guy comes over here because all this stuff right here is just a hand guard. This is part of that. Okay. So I'll just take the whole thing. We're just going to pull this over just like so. Alright, and I think we're all set. Now the reason we pulled that over is we're going to make a texture that is a 1:2 aspect ratio. So that's why we filled up this entire canvas like so. Alright, I want to make this permanent, so I'm going to convert to edit poly, and that's how you UV unwrap a sword.